Well, hello and welcome back to our final game here on day one of Operation Cupid, where we are gonna crown a victor in Group D. My name is Vincent, joined by Juanat, as has been the case all day. If you're just joining in, well, you haven't missed everything, but you're late, so make sure you get here tomorrow. The good news is, maybe, though they're in a tough spot, we'll just call it that. Not really playing for their tournament lives, just playing for the fun of being able to maybe grab a victory. That's happening on the lower side of the bracket. That's not the right word. The group here in Group D. But it's Big Dog and Over Your Head who are looking to crown themselves the victors with the #1 seed out of this group.
Day one, last game, big time. Feels like this one was where all the chips rely, all the pressure is on. These guys have been waiting for the day as it's become. They didn't have, oh, they're all there. There's the nose.
Yeah.
We got main players, you got open players.
You said Big Dog. Or Big Dog.
That's why. Big
Dog.
Time Big Dogs.
Yeah.
I see now. Look at those handsome mugs.
Yeah, I'm excited once again to get a chance to peek at least the core, Rue, Willie, and Cranoli. I got to watch, I think, all three of them play in San Antonio last year.
Oh, okay.
In August, and then also in collegiate. So yeah, a pretty significant mix, but also a very experienced one. We've already gotten a chance to see Over Your Head. Here are them on your screen right now. And I think overall we got to see like some really positive signs from them. Pungent's leading this team, and I think that Over Your Head, even in what became a little bit of a closer map that we saw in Mirage, if I'm remembering correctly, ended up being a good indicator of positive things.
Yeah, the X factors were definitely shown too. Smooth being the one we got to interview, as well as the one who had gotten them a lot of tide turners. There was a lot going on there, and some credit given over to the in-game leader in the center site player in Pungence, who was working it pretty regularly for him to have some freedoms, as well as to be able to be in the right spots for it to even happen. And from that, it seems like there is a good level of trust, a good level of cohesion, and one in which this team, obviously, and Big Dog being a little bit more scattered. I mean, obviously, you say that there are a core of players who have played together intermittently, whether it be on LAN or online, but predominantly recently they haven't been, right?
Yeah.
So they've got a little bit of I'll say a disconnect in the middle. You know, they've got two players, like I said, playing for an advanced team, two players playing for a main team, both of which are actually extremely successful in their seasons right now. And then in the middle of that is a Cranoli who's also blowing open 9-10 away. So there's a lot going on, but there is still a lot of success that we've seen from both of these teams. And there is no knife round. We're straight into pistol.
Yes, we are. Get see what this nuke has to offer. Big opening kill. We just changed names there. Traditions. I don't know who that is. We'll have to figure that one out. But he's got a couple of kills. Two very impactful ones. Cranoli tagging in from the push through ramp and adding another one on the table. But hold on. Pungence, two quick frags, looking for more. Maybe going to be able to isolate more duels. Big Dog doing their best to ensure that that's not the case. And they run right into Wet Willie.
Getting an early start into this with a bomb to be planted, and I love the first games on LAN, the day ones. If you are a team that thinks that you can make your way into the next spot, right, that's always a good feeling. But this buyback from Over Your Head with that aforementioned bomb planted is one they could certainly justify, but it would need to have some speed to it. Nuke's not really a map you can throw one set of smokes and then guarantee you're going to get to your destination in goal. Not so simple, not when Big Dog are going to be able to stuff.
Yeah, it's that Cranoli Wet Willie connection that I was talking about, which is Radford University. Big Dog breaking through on the pistol round. Rue. Another shot at a few bodies. Overwhelmed. The numbers were difficult, but the MP9 comes flying, and they'll be successful there.
Yeah, I mean, better yet, the SMGs get the kills. It's hundreds and hundreds of dollars that you would have otherwise missed out on. But now you gain, garner even the weapon picked back up off the body. And a true bonus round, I believe, coming through, which is something you don't often get to say, but for the CTs, they're going to be very happy with that. essentially maybe not a true bonus round. It's going to be a buyback regardless of win or lose, but they would need one gun saved. But carrying SMGs over here, see how close they're able to get the door to be blown instantaneously, and Nade sent in retort, hoping that somebody would be on the receiving side of it. The lobby crunch and pincer maneuver works out well enough, and the SMG once more the one to multi. Even in rounds against fully automatics, they get their upgrade, and they deserve it. Shout out Cronoli for that.
Yeah.
Game and Damon.
Game and Damon. Maybe your favorite name, that is.
Well, I just don't know where I've seen him from. He must play for a college team or something.
Not that I ever
I've seen him from.
But
or maybe I casted him in a league match against one of my ESCA teams.
that's probably what it is, actually.
Wonder if he's a main player.
That would make a lot of sense. Over your head, trying to recover from what Cronoli just did to them, and it's not an easy thing to do with full control of lobby.
Another
Cronoli
one.
still tacking on extras. Oh, I thought he was about to get caught. On for the ace is Cronoli. Damon hoping to... Cronoli! He seems to have a force field around him that pushes bullets outside. Oh my gosh, Cronoli. An ace that didn't arguably should never been. But Cronoli doing a fantastic job.
Holy Cronoli creams them. That's what's just been on witness right now. 8-0. This guy. He gets his just desserts. And this beginning of Nuke feels oh so sweet.
That's some good work. I can't lie.
He's gotten a lot of opportunity from the players who were just simply missing despite having been the ones with the drop on him. New position now. They'll dive down the vents. They don't want to deal with him at all. Trying to get as far away as possible.
Far down to the B-bomb site where a bomb can be posted into the ground. Okay, tag 9.
A little premature.
A little moving and shooting action. Tradition's just hoping that he can be the one to lock that down. Not so. Oh no. Game and Damon, Dead Man, they've both activated. 2 kills as immediate. With that, this is still in contention. Wet Willie smoking the bomb. Tap on it as well. It's for a very difficult fight. 1-for-1 trade. Cepha, turning around 180 degrees. Not a lot left, but the knife comes out. He's clicking, but he's missing. He can't find it. And before he can pull out the block to try and pull that back,
and wins.
Have already won the round and won the fight.
Can't even fathom how this has gone this way. They have to feel themselves that this is like a nail biter in some way, shape, or form too. That one's not one but they were giving the finances over to either. That was just an eco. Good lord. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. They eventually still win, but Game and Damon double down, man. This guy is crazy. He does what he does best. Double deegs them down upon the A site. Thought that would have been enough, honest and truthfully. That's 2 rotators swept aside.
Yeah, it should have been enough. Not thought, not should. It is a reality. The Traditions putting down a couple of individuals over there on the ramp side. Wet Willie getting active. Upper for this team that I've seen a lot of with his time over at Bradford.
We have 2 players in A still, though, so Wet Willie doesn't need to feel like he's locked into getting back there so soon. But in losing the vent player with no trade, Cronoli work cut out for them. Still on this silo. They're not even going to clear it. They're not even going to clear it. The both of them not prepared. One planning, one nade in hand. And you may as well spoon feed Cronoli these multi-kills at this point.
He's eating good. Having a great time. Nuke is his domain right now. 10-1.
We can't be making rookie mistakes like these. Bomb site not even fully cleared yet.
Yeah, a lot of those oversights happening over your head squad. Feels very reminiscent of whatever went down in that smoke on B. I'm not even gonna attempt to explain. Just a lack. Smooth. Nice opener. It'll be Rue dead early. That isn't going to necessarily net them everything and anything that they could want, but Yard in their domain. Cronoli gets active. Cepha doing the same thing, and I don't know where that was, but Wet Willie in Yard does it again. Smokes come down a little bit too little too late. And the break not going to give him vision. They want to go back. This is so scary from Wet Willie. There's a flash, but he gets out in front of it. Really ambitious positioning from Wet Willie. So Seppa, he's got to do it all. Grabs one, escapes back into Squeaky. There's no flank coming. Both of the T's are right in front of his face. Gotta buy time for Traditions to get back up. The flash, he was so blind, but no, Pungent still survives. Spotted, but removed. Traditions, the spam, so very close. For Game and Damon.
He does not have the ammo for this. Not at all. Needs to be instantaneous. The rapid through HUD. He doesn't know where to check from. Gaiman, though, gotta be covered by both utility and environment. Checking for it. Tucking over. Not out just yet. But Game and Damon prepared for their first round one. But if that isn't a true story of tug of war, then I don't know what it is, man.
The fact that it comes down to the wire like that is a little bit scary.
5v3.
Yeah.
And it was...
handed a freebie on the silver platter from Wet Willie.
3v2.
Exactly. So many advantages, but none of them a certainty over that one. Big Dog. Going to be rebuying. Plenty of cash for that as themselves out. Oh!
Second time Ruse died first, I believe, in a row, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, you're right. Just trying to get into Secret, but over your head, trying to play aggressive in Yard, gonna punish that. Now, down the ramp, Wet Willie not gonna get a chance to see nor shoot at anybody. A real committed fight for Traditions on B, where he needed to play as if his life was at a premium, because it absolutely was.
Now they're officially showing that they can be abused on extremities, right? It's starting to happen where they've been able to pick apart both now outside 2 times over ramp. In addition to that, amidst all the chaos, I call it chaos, but it was just an equalizing moment where they had a B-bomb site defender. So maybe just continuing to work on that in the mid to late round is the ticket. There's another kill out where Canoli doesn't have his gun in hand. Although he's 11-2, he'll still get a frag, literally. He'll give one at the same time.
They're going to give in to what over your head are selling, making the purchase here 2 rounds in a row. I'm trying to do the math, trying to see. I think these guns going to be enough to warrant another full investment.
I think
for
just
Big
having
Dog.
up alone, yeah. That ain't something they're going to have for a while, so.
Yeah, and this is actually a really good buy. Traditions on an MP9, but with full utility. So reasonable on a map like Nuke.
Yeah, you'd be three different places and probably be maybe even more effective than a rifle, depending. Those 3 different places being either on the top side of HUD, on the A site, playing closer to the squeaky door, or over at ramp on a doubled-up maneuver.
Ooh.
Willie again, the one to find the CT's a kill as the starter. Hasn't seemed to matter every time, though, as Rue, a little bit worrisome, but fine by the end.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to give himself away.
Oh, never mind, somebody else got it.
Yeah, it's Sepha. The other side of that, Rue still really itching to take a fight, even in a 5-on-2. Willie had a line. He's going to leave that in order to get a little bit more forward one here at the red box. Rue will go down. Thunder
Nice.
quickly following suit. It was a forced buy. They put all the money that they had into that one, and it will get them the victory.
That looks really nice from Wet Willie. I gotta say, the speed on some of those shots was impressive. Jumping across to red was one of those players, and Game and Damon tagged through the red box on a flick. That's solid stuff. Feeling the energy now flowing is the conversation point we were bringing up earlier on as to what LAN with the AWP can really mean for some people, and you can see that they're not willing to let go of their angles, even if it means battling in some way through or over a smoke. Oh, half a second difference, and he would have been only holding the line.
It's the moves there for Wet Willie that are also really considered, not overstaying his welcome. Just going back to a Very defendable position in yard. The reaction for Big Dog is fast. They're down on B. Got Rue and Cepha in secret. Over your head. Pump the brakes on this significantly. For Locker. Suggesting as if this is definitely going to go A. Drop down. And it's just the tag. East site.
MP9 that at a distance was a little bit frightened and then actually takes the fight outside. As a result of it, another Cannoli multi. I don't understand how this guy manages to play around the silo so smoothly, never interrupted. Another double kill. A death for each round they've lost, which is amounting to 2.
Yep.
Unkillable, unfathomable.
Untouchable.
Unstoppable.
Your head gonna have to get unstuck is what they need to do. Currently stuck in an eco. Deagle's abounding. Tech 9 for Pungence. See what he can dial up in this round. It's the A hit. Good flashes. Late molly, but it's on target. That is gonna isolate Cannoli. No multi-kill from him.
Not this time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And we'll spam through the smoke into Mini. It's gonna be just enough. They seem to think that that's going down, and oh, it is. They got out information gained. Big Dog shuts down the bomb planter. It's a little bit of an ambitious move, I think, for Over Your Head.
Yeah, I think they wanted the plant over all else, though, so they were keeping those 2 players top site to try and keep them there.
Right, but they had the site.
Did they have it, like, all the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought there was a heaven.
Killed an A player, killed a main player.
Good read on Big Dog, then. That also requires them fully leaving the site in order to make that call. Ooh! This round isn't yet done, as Thunder, having gotten 2 kills with the Desert Eagle, gets the upgrade to a weapon that is just as lethal with the headshot potential, but it fires off at a rate that can't be compete with 30 bullets as well. 32 HP, just about 1 bullet per point. And Traditions is tucked, so it's going to require a headshot. There's no world in which he's going to be caught off guard by anything other than a straight-up shooter. And Thunder! You can hear the boom across the server there is inside of the venue. I can only assume that's got to feel pretty damn good, too.
Dude, I mean, Thunder was an X factor consistently for Over Your Head in the Mirage that we got to watch, no doubt. I mean, Smooth was also in that conversation, but he's the one struggling right now. Thunder stepping up to break them through on an eco round of all things. Got pistol and armor. The Deagle picks up 2. Follow that with an AK and a clutch. Thunder.
Aggressive. Another tag from Wet Willie. Will be allowed to get out. So many moments now where it feels like Wet Willie is just outputting damage but not finding the full thing. A little bit of an aggressive maneuver, but one that won't really be the ends of all, seeing as everybody else has done the work required. And Nade somehow must have managed to land amidst those fights, because Pungence and Hig, despite having not seen anybody outside of the Opper and Rue, have been brought down to very little health in general, but the headshots continue to roll in.
Jeez. One upper, one lower.
Soon to converge.
And Cannoli and Cepha making a really forward play. The fact that there's not a lot of health there for Hig doesn't help him out. Pungent's hoping and praying that he's going to be given an easy fight, but nothing handed for free just yet. Just got to wait for Cannoli to take the contact, and that's what Cepha's doing.
7 bullets, he's been tapping away at all these common angles, and it's whittled him down in that shadow advantage. Cannoli finds it easy. 1 round off, 1 round right back. Feels like it's only been a brief hiatus for them before they're back in the kill feed more than any other. 1 round left in this one. And Over Your Head, I think, can only just be thankful that they've gotten themselves just enough to remain viable for rounds that aren't necessarily orthodox, but you gotta work with what you got. Oh, hey, he's gotta make sure that he has what he bought. Tech 9 on the ground, almost leaving Spawn with a knife.
Not a bad weapon when it's all you can afford. Willie, seems like the first time he hasn't had it up. All half long, Cepha down B. Ooh, when, I'll tell you that, Tech9 making it look good.
Good thing he found it.
Ready to go here on this ramp progression.
They're going to potentially get mowed down. This is a hard angle, but one that won't be met with anything short of a perfect flash. A second one as well isn't guaranteed that anybody in awkward angles would be shaved off. Nobody down lower just yet. The vent will not be compromised though, so they can drop it and not have to worry about somebody on their angle. And the both of them now join back. Rolling in Rue. Another point in time where these CTs need to get together. It's not going to be Cepha, but it won't matter so long as they can still get it done. It's actually a bit of a team blinder, but regaining vision just in time to be able to help out. Additional damage. Game and Damon and Smove play atop of one another. It's a stack. A game of who will play first, though, is Game and Damon spots one with a nade in hand. This is going to be the biggest test to Crenoli. He's been playing perfectly so far, but he needs to clear literally every angle of Dark does, but can't win the duel. A rarity, one where he shows he's still very much so in this mentally, but individually outclassed, if not just once.
2 clutches at B. That's all that really was available over your head from this entire half. Pungent's offering. Got another one right there. And over your head. Just maybe buying enough time on their T side. 8-4. Not too shabby.
No, it's not terrible. It worries me only a little bit that Crenoli was playing as well as they were as one player isolated, whereas on T side it's a lot easier to do that and have it make more meaning to your round, you know? Him finding 2 kills as a T-side player, it's completely different than finding 2 kills as a CT, because that ensures nothing, Bubka. Your round is still entirely reliant on those around you.
Down to B. Cross with the smokes. Still a flash and a molly. Reaction, Pungent's already here. Got a pair of dualies. Ready to go. Not checked, not seen. Rue gonna at least get the one on his teammates, and Pungent sacrifices Hig in the process. Smooth gets in. This is going to have to be a long way back. Thunder stealing 1 kill, but he's now alone. Another quick tap, an insane one at that. But he's down to just red health, and he won't be able to survive much longer. Big Dog keep their winning ways going.
Who else but Crenoli to clear out Dark there after his teammates had already gone by?
Like 3 of his teammates, too.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, they probably didn't clear this. I got it.
Yeah, man. That's a lack of faith, but for good reason. Stardom will shine on his side, and right now, all they can really do over your head is hope to get a full gun round, right? Like, they can't just throw onto a wing and a prayer some pistols, because that also just tanks their game in general. Nice little boost in now, though. This is the old phase boost that Rops did with 4 USPs he called for, and they won. Double boost on both Mustang and Sally.
I love that you remember these details.
They work sometimes, so it's important to know.
What did you
where it
call
came from.
opposite Mustang?
Sally.
What in the hell?
Mustang and Sally.
Horse?
Mustang and Sally, like the people?
Okay.
Like the guns?
I guess.
You ever heard of Mustang and Sally?
No.
You're not a knower. This is just another not a knower thing.
Nah, it's fine.
You're Southern. You don't know Mustang and Sally? That's crazy.
My bad, dude. Just waiting it out on those boosts. But they can get away with a little bit more. Not going to be with the bomb down on the Bravo base.
It's also another name for the dual Berettas.
Really?
Yeah, Mustang and Sally.
Okay.
Kind of like a hand-in-hand type dealio. there's going to be a little bit of danger actually created right now by Over Your Head, who have melted at the ramp where Big Dog thought it was safe. Thankfully, a molly left as well as a smoke if they wanted to keep the other side even cut and clear, but over to the bomb. They'll look to run. Wet Willie cuts them off before it's even a question to a possible defusal. I don't believe they had a kit on any member. Wouldn't have made a whole lot of sense for them to buy that of all things when they were budgeting. Double digits now, though.
Yeah. I turned away for 2 seconds, and Over Your Head got a lot of kills. I was like...
How did that happen?
I was like, wait, what?
Big Dog timeout.
I mean, after that, I don't know that I blame him. Yeah, the trio of Wet Willie, Cranoli, and Seth doing a pretty damn impressive job on an individual level. But double digits gained. I mean, this is the potential kill shot, really.
Good song.
Over Your Head. They've put all their eggs in this basket. Sure, you know, they can save some guns or, you know, whatever. There's options in the next round as well, but this is the time for them to shine.
Back 10 in hand, could have had an AK, so there seems to be a reason for this, a reason for everything. Cranoli to play setup, likely the player you would want in late situations, so it's good to see them given that responsibility and opportunity. Flashes are not going to land in any way in front of Game and Damon, though. That MAC-10 will get absolutely eviscerated. Everybody else, though, amidst the sight has been dealt the same fate, and even in through spotting the red on the mini-map, I can only assume, or the shoulder just barely over. No 4-3 from that, as both of them now known to be from ramp. It's again a moment where they've just got stuff utility upon stuff utility. Flashes they can spam in. Guns they can train on each and every re-entry point. Heaven and Mini, not going to be a worry. That's going to be the save.
I mean, at least the save going to open the conversation about a continuance, something more for Over Your Head in the following rounds. But for Big Dog, you know, talking about the kill shot, the chance to start sending Over Your Head packing. Well,
is Sefa going to die? Should be okay.
He might, yeah. I think he was fine if he got out to Secret, but...
Maybe.
Either way, Big Dog up to 11. And even with Sefa's loss, they'll still be just fine. Those flashes from Rue were so well timed. The first one...
An op.
Right on target, and then the second one to catch the guy top of Silo.
Yeah.
Was so good.
It needs to be said, the AWP has not at all been a question or a talking point for Smooth in this match like it had been for the first of these games. And they haven't really actually gotten it out very many times. I don't believe actually...
Look at this.
Maybe at all, but look at this. Yeah, boost back all the way in the ends of Garage. And as soon as they invest that upon him, even leaving somebody on an MP9, he delivers, he activates. Swift on the flicks, but there's more to be done.
I mean, as we learned, Smooth not necessarily a primary opper in tradition, but moved over to that so nicely in the first map of him that we watched. Tacking on 2 in the first chance that he's given. Oh, and he's not able to hit that quick flick. Still under the knife is A, and Thunder goes down rather than commit to Heaven. Flank from lobby. One man down in the vent. Says, unfortunately, that flank gets nowhere. This is probably the end unless Over the Head have something.
They gotta go. They can't save.
Looks like they're not gonna be able to get in fast enough. I mean, at this point, they have to save. I mean, they've waited so long. Here they go. Thunder, nice first shot. Oh, it's crispy. A beautiful second attempt at it, and well, now they get nothing. Neither the save nor the round.
No, he had 1 HP too. Last bullet on the headshot, quite literally the perfect storm for Rue, who has been struggling here and there, then and again, being one of the more questionable opening deaths that they've suffered, Big Dog. But
lots of aggressive moves that he's made.
Yeah, just trying to get into decent enough positions, forward space, getting caught in that transition, and the T's already having found their first. Goodbye to Pungence and hello to a potential closer. True Ripper, and if they head over to ramp, nobody's home. They've barely even smelled that room and how fresh it is and how clean. No blood has been stained in that direction very often this half.
Down onto B. Oh, yeah, interesting to say the least. Look at this stack.
Really hurt them.
Yeah, big time. Not going to be able to get that molly out. Now the activation, but it's a big, quick pivot. Rue comes back in, finally denied in the double door. Even Damon. And they're still going to be trying to force the plant down. They had so much time here, Big Dog. And so now Rue is tasked with a clutch.
No idea they're both there. Only about the one. Thunder has been quiet. Typically not the case. And we're still worrying, questioning his all sanity as to where he must look, where he turns his attention to. Tap to the bomb, but he has a smoke if he wants to keep one of these angles uncleared. He's got one close, tucked and ready. Was the second of them. It would have been an easy refrag. One, you'd never see them miss, surely. 5 to 12, that really does come down to that missed double Molotov. Like the trust in his teammate to hit that nade, sees him go to the site and plant 4 double doors, and when it isn't there, oops, my bad, miscomm, misnade, didn't say anything. Or maybe it was just a little bit of a hurried brain of the bomb planter even.
Yeah, well, and then further complication when you're planting there for back silo, single door, smoked, sure, but easily spammed. Just done all the work to clear double. A little bit of a mistake. Higgs heard Rue jump all the way across, but the rest of Yard is also fully engulfed with T's. Tech9's an upgrade for at least one more man as Rue has already made his way deep into J-Hall. Oh, excuse me, that's Traditions. Rue elevated it up into heaven.
Not a safe spot to be in right now. Gotta back out. Wait, there's a player in heaven. I didn't even realize. I thought that was a CT.
No, that's Rue.
That's insane. That's insane from Rue. A major upgrade from what we were witnessing last round. And yeah, this is like one I would need to watch like the demo back. How have these spots and spaces been given to pistols? How has all this room been afforded to them?
I mean, Rue made
so
the ROPS jump.
Oh, he jumped around Unbreakable.
Yeah.
I see.
And that's how he got the timing. But, I mean, Hig heard it, knew about it. Unfortunately, it's all up to Smoke. He's got to do this all on his own. One. Oh, another nice flick. Smooth has been hitting some incredibly nice flicks. It's unfortunate that that's going to end in a loss, though, for both him and his squad. Over your head, down, but not out. Both Big Dog and Over Your Head. Likely, I'm not going to say that for certainty, but certainly Big Dog playoffs bound.
Yeah, big ups to them. It was a well-fought affair. It looked so strong through and through, even when things weren't looking so great as far as the fundamentals were concerned. The aim was bailing them. Cernoli, man, he was just standing his ground throughout this match, and it never ceased to amaze me what he was capable of, and it also never ceased to amaze me the plot armor he seemed to wear.
Yeah, I mean, Cernoli having a very impressive game, and you're talking about, like, his capability to, like, pull rounds back as well. Like, there's just no situation that Cernoli was in that there was not a chance, at least, at victory. But it is going to be Big Dog sealing their ticket with that 3-0. And I know it currently says Over Your Head guaranteed for playoffs, but Sleepless and Fashionably Late, we haven't gotten the final tally from them.
But they are through because they can't go 2-1.
Oh, you're right. I'm not even looking. I'm being silly.
That's okay. We all get a little bit silly. I did the same thing earlier, thinking that it might have been round differentials that shifted it over, but there's the wins and there's the lock-ins. We got all of our teams outside of just one left, and that left side being the 1-1 Inner Circle and Sedated in their last set of games, and that will be the only dependency as everybody else is locked in. Snafafu's Tuition Farm, Anarchy's accounting firm, Team Skyline, Vlandian Knights, Big Dog, Over Your Head, Zealous, and one of the two out of those two I had mentioned over in Pool C. So.
Yeah, Sedated Inner Circle on that one.
Start doing your homework. Not you necessarily, more so the teams.
Yeah, we have a fantastic look at what was gone down. We've got Sefa coming in for our interview as well. A big congratulations, Sefa
Appreciate it.
from Big Dog. Fantastic. That is sealing the deal #1 in y'all's group. We were kind of highlighting this is a pretty tough group. You guys able to take some serious wins. First and foremost, I think the one that we didn't get to see as well was, who am I thinking? Sleepless. That's
Sleepless
right.
Gaming, yeah.
Yeah. How did that matchup go first and foremost?
I don't even know the
it
score.
It was good. I think it was 13-10. We had a really strong start on our CT. They weren't really. They seemed like they were a little bit nervous in that first half. So it went good. It was good.
Well, focusing more on where we are now, that nuke, easy enough. Cronoli had an insane game individually. I think maybe we can kind of start with that. It was not just him, but it didn't seem like you guys were really bothered. Whatever the game plan was, you were able to execute that. Kind of talk me through where you guys were at coming into this game and just the ease with which you guys were accessing anything and everything.
I mean, we were pretty confident going in. We all shoot very hard, so I feel like with that comes like an air of confidence, like kind of an ego thing, I think. And the calls were good too. And then obviously Cronoli had a really good game. That guy shoots hard. He's a vibes guy too. Shout out Cronoli.
Shout out Cronoli. Give me a little bit of information as to how this team even actually ended up coming together, because I know that there are a couple of players that have played together before. I'm pretty sure like 3 of the 5 have been together somewhat recently. You were mentioning you saw them on LAN at some point. But, I mean, looking at just the notes that we've taken, it's like 2/5 of one team, 2/5 of another team, and then the 1/5 randomized mix-in, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so I know that Cronoli and Willie go to the same college. They play for Radford.
That's right. Cronoli does play for them.
Yeah,
That's right.
And then Willie's on Rue's ESCA team. That's how those two know each other. They play advanced together, but I don't think those 3 have played together really. But me and Traditions are on a team in main together too.
Yeah, having a good-ass season, too, if I do say so myself. Looks like all of you are having your successes here and there. So going into it, a LAN, it's a different environment. Online, it's not going to be the same as when you're up a certain amount. It's also not going to be the same when you're down a certain amount. It's a very different mindset and a very different space. So talk to me about the energy that you guys bring as a little bit of a different team, right? Like, what is the chemistry like, given that you aren't all from the same spots? Has it been good?
It's been good, yeah. I feel like the way that, like I said earlier, the way we all shoot is very good. Everyone's very chill, all confident in ourselves and the way we play. So I think that's the most important thing, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just you trust in like your own decision making and all that you do, and everything kind of just falls in place around that if the call is even half decent.
Yeah. I feel like for a lot of the teams we played, it could have been just like pugging. We could have just ran out and shot people. So
yeah.
I think it's been good. It's been a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun here. This is my first LAN for Counter-Strike. I played a different LAN here one time, but
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Let me follow that up. How exactly did this like iteration come together? Because like we just talked about some of the connections and how like individuals connected.
We started
to
putting
others.
out the feelers.
But yeah, like what was the situation to make this team happen?
So I live here, and I was always wanting to come play LAN here. I tried a couple times before. It just fell through. But I'm good friends with a lot of the Omen guys, or those are the guys that Rue and Willie are on.
Yeah.
Right.
We all play like pugs and stuff together. But I saw this get posted, and then I just sent it. I forwarded it to a Discord we were all in, and everyone just wanted to play.
So you're the mastermind. All right. Now we know. Humble genius, I guess.
Brought the pieces together. Well, I mean, they look good together. I guess a tag team to that question though as well. Did you guys like get any prep like as a unit coming into this? Obviously, with all of your, I mean, you guys are like a busy group of folks, so I'd imagine that would have been tough.
No, we didn't. I mean, we've all played together. I've never played with Cronoli. I think the only person that had played with Cronoli before was Willie. But I've played with like pieces and parts of. I mean, obviously I play with Trad in League, but I played pugs with Rue and stuff like that. I've never played with Willie either coming up to this, so. Yeah, it's just kind of random.
One other question that I had before I let Tony get back in here
Yes, sir.
is it's a weird situation, I would imagine, because Rue's called before in previous teams that I've seen him in. Granoli calls for, I know, at least his collegiate team. But I obviously don't know that much about you or Traditions. Who's calling for this team?
So the caller is Willie. Willie's calling. Cronoli is an IGL. He IGLs the Radford actual ESCA team, I believe. But Willie's calling for us here.
Well, personally, I don't have a whole lot left. I think on that, Willie, I'm willing to wrap. Looks like we're going to be sending ourselves off to a goodbye on day one, and congratulations to you guys as you move your way forward. So thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
And yeah, with that, we do have a wrap. All of our final day already sealed in. We got the playoffs ready to roll. We'll be getting things drawn out for that as well. But yeah, day one on the close here. It's been a pleasure to see you all here. We can maybe pop back up really fast the final standings if we do have that ready to roll and do a quick little recap here. 0-3 for Sleepless, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty nuts, I will say. I want to know who's going to win that Pool C game still. That's literally, that is playoffs.
Yeah.
That is guaranteed playoffs.
I just entirely lied about having all 8 teams sealed in.
It's okay.
7.
I mean, I already ran them down.
7 out of 8. But yeah, last peek, excuse me, on the way things ended here. But that is going to do it for us. It's been a pleasure. We're going to be here tomorrow.
Same time.
Bright and early, yeah. Starting at, what do we be?
10 Eastern.
Yeah, 10 Eastern, 11 Central. Yeah, that's how
I don't care about any other times. Come on.
That's crazy. But thank you so much for watching. And we will indeed see you here tomorrow. So for now, peace out and have a good night.